Hey everyone, welcome to our last Bible story of the week. To start our talk off, I have a question for you. Has there ever been a time when you felt left out? It could be maybe a time in school when you had to pick groups to do an assignment with. Maybe it's a time when you were with a group of friends at someone's house. But I think it's safe to say for all of us at some point, we've had a time when we felt left out or excluded. So what we're going to do tonight for our activity, instead of making a circle with people at VBS here, we're going to use some of these blocks. So I have three different types I want you to take a look at. So I have these cylinder shapes, we have some rectangles, and we have kind of like these triangle shapes. And what we're going to look at is how they're all a little bit different. So if you look at the cylinders, they're the only one that have like one continuous side, and they have a circle on each end. If you look at the rectangles, they have more than one surface. They have flat sides, and they have a square on each end. And if you look at the triangle shape, it's kind of similar to the rectangle one because it has different sides, and then the base is a square, kind of similar to the rectangle blocks here. So when we're looking at these, we can tell they're all shaped and they look a little bit different from each other, and we can tell them apart. So what if our group of blocks were together and the rectangles and the triangles got together and said, hey, we both have several sides and we have a square bottom that looks kind of similar. So let's get together and let's leave the cylinders out because they're really different from us. And we're going to bring in our triangle shapes, and we're going to bring in our rectangle shapes here. So they're going to get together and they're going to hang out, and they're going to make kind of like a little group circle, but they're going to make sure it's so tight that there's no way some of the cylinders can get together. So they're going to make like no room for this other group of shapes here. So they're going to make sure the cylinders can't get in. They said, so since you guys don't have a square base like we do, we don't want to be friends. We don't want to spend time with you. So how do you think the cylinders feel? They probably feel left out. They're probably hurt. They're probably sad, maybe confused. They don't understand. And I'm sure we've all felt those things the same way when we felt left out from something, whether, like we said, if it's with friends or whoever we're with. So I know if it were me, I certainly would feel all those emotions too and feel left out and wonder why I'm excluded. So the thing is with these blocks though, just like people, they're all made of the same thing. All of our blocks are made out of wood, right? And the same is true about us. Just like we are all God's people, no matter how different we look on the outside, we're all really the same and we're all God's people. So today, we're learning that Jesus' power helps us to be good friends. In our activity with the blocks, everyone wanted to be part of the inner circle, but our cylinders were left out. So, just like Jesus' followers, the first Christians had a sort of inner circle too, but the difference is they didn't leave everybody out. They invited everyone, right? So they didn't make their circle so tight that nobody could fit in. And they welcomed everybody into their circle. And they understood that we're all God's people and we're all the same and we all belong together. So after Jesus died and he came back to life, he went back and spoke with his followers and friends and told as many people as they could about Jesus, right? So they spread the word and they made their circle bigger and they invited more people in and realized they were all the same and they invited more and more people, right? So you heard a little bit about that with Peter and John's adventure. And when those people told other people, and then they told more people, and then those people told more people, and you guys could see more and more people kept coming to join, right? More and more blocks, more and more people. So, and they keep making their circle bigger and bigger, and they include everybody. So, you get the idea, right? We could keep adding blocks forever. So, pretty soon, lots of people believed in Jesus, and here's what it says in the Bible about those believers. So, it says, all the believers devoted themselves to the apostles' teachings, and to fellowship, and to sharing in meals, including the Lord's Supper, and to prayer. So, they're eating together, they're praising Jesus together, they're hanging out together, they're sharing with each other, and Jesus' power made those believers good friends, and they wanted everyone else to join them and become friends of Jesus too.